Yo, I am -X, and welcome back to the Great Conversation Podcast. I'm not talking about everybody. I know what I've been saying. I'm not romanticizing black unity. It's for those who want to work, and I got some people next to me who want to work. So that's who I'm linking up with. So about 2-3 years ago, I did a Get Into the Business hip hop workshop. And I was sitting down, talking to my mastermind, to my think tank, and I was like, you know what, nigga, I'm about to run this back. I'm about to run it back. But then when I thought about running it back, it got bigger. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It got bigger, so I was like, let's do something bold and let's take over the whole month of February.
Love it.
Right now, I got February 3rd with us right here, the Get Into the Business Hip Hop Workshop. I got content coach Jalen Hughes right here, Juicy Visuals. It's a content creation firm. I got, y'all know who Tina Renee is right here. Just a entrepreneurial advocate, and also a major player when it comes to making money outside of the physical universe. Understand what I just said? Outside of the physical universe. Okay? And then I got my boy right here. This is my man's right here. Y'all don't even know. This is DJ Billy. This is DJ Billy Hendrick. And each one of these individuals, within the last 3 years, I have spoken to them. They have told me an idea, a passion of theirs, and here we are in 2024, and I've seen it come into fruition.
Definitely.
Yes. I've seen it come into fruition. So I'm in the business of working with people that not only know the holdbacks that we have, but they also know how to push us forward. Definitely. Do me a favor. If you are watching this live right now, go ahead, share this live, comment for us right now that you care about black unity. If you care about black unity, put I care about black unity in the comments. Share this for me. Let me know if you can hear me. Say that. I'm finna hop over here to Jalen. Jalen, tell us a little bit about yourself, my boy.
Alrighty. As you said, my name is Jalen Hughes. I am the owner of Juicy Visuals, a content creation firm focusing on bringing people into the limelight and helping businesses and entrepreneurs create content that wows your clients and helps you find your ideal client. I guess that's really the simple part of it. You know, I'm here in the area. Another entrepreneur. The biggest thing is I want to teach people how to make money online and how to really push your brand to the next level. I feel like I'm a walking testimony from what I've done, and I got the juice to give to y'all.
You said you got the juice. I saw what you did.
Said I got the juice.
I saw what you did right there.
I see you.
Bring it out.
Break it out. What's up, y'all? It's your girl Tina Renee. For most people that know me, y'all know me as a singer, songwriter, entrepreneur, serial entrepreneur. There's not just one job that I encompass. I do some of everything from being the founder of Soulful Discussions, radio host, you name it. But I truly believe in utilizing what your passion is to make it work for you so that you can bring in revenue. I truly believe in empowering other businesses that's in the Rockford area and around the world to truly reach its higher potential by networking. So yes. We'll talk about that a little bit deeper as we get into it. But yeah, that's me.
Boom.
Yo, it's DJ Billy Hendricks, aka Hemi Hendricks, him not them.
How do you know like that?
I know that's right.
You know, celebrity DJ, A&R, a little bit into everything in the music industry. Came a long way. Just a blessing to be here. Just, like to show that not just the culture, but also the kids growing up, that it's cool to do something different. It's cool to be a DJ, You don't have to be in anything else, you don't even got to play sports, to be cool. You feel me? Just find your lane and, excel in that how you want to, be who you want to be. And at the end of the day, it's going to come to fruition. But yeah, that's really all I'm about is just, spreading positivity and, having fun while doing it. That's the best part, and just creating memories that last a lifetime.
You better say it.
Man, y'all
hear I need that Hemi line.
Y'all hear
I need that Hemi line. Oh, man.
Yeah.
I love it.
That's cold, isn't it? I came up with that on a video game, I swear. I was just playing 2K, bro, and I'm like, man, I'm him. Then I'm like, Hemi Hendrix. I'm like, yeah.
Why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Then my boys were like, him, not them. I'm like, yeah.
So let me ask you that. So I want to build off of that. Him, not them. Because you're talking about the importance of networking and getting out your comfort zone. How important was it for you to not only network, but network outside of your comfort zone?
How important was it? It was honestly the most important. Honestly, just thinking about it, everything you do is a risk, you know, especially, I don't care what it is, starting a new job is a risk. You don't know what you're walking into. So at the end of the day, you know, no matter what room you're stepping into, it's always a risk, but you got to, you know, jump. And at the end of the day, you don't know what's going to happen. You know, a lot of these rooms I get into and a lot of these places I've been, I've just been in the right place at the right time. Yeah. And, you know, sometimes all it takes is taking that one drive, you feel me, or taking that one plane trip to, you know, wherever, and it could change your life. And I can't say just one trip changed my life, but I can sit here and say me taking the you know, path I took and traveling and doing what I needed to do. Like I said, I'm blessed to be able to do this full time. So it's like, yeah, it's just, man, it's the utmost important. You know, you just got to step out your comfort zone and believe in you. You believe in you yourself. That's why it's like, it's about, it's him, not them, but it's like literally, it's just believing in yourself. Like, that's all it is.
I think something that really stood out with me about that slogan that you used is truly, it's about me, right? And so my passion is something that makes me stand out, right, amongst anybody. When you walk in the room, it's the confidence that you have, the passion that you have in regards to your product or whatever the case may be, your business. What's special about your business is you.
Yeah.
And so I think comfortability, for me, I want to be uncomfortable at all times. If I'm uncomfortable, that means I'm willing to take the necessary risks, and which means that when I walk into a room, when eyes on me, people know that I'm there, right? And so they want to know who I am. And so as long as, for me, I feel like every day that I'm working, I want to be the best person that I can be, or be better than I was yesterday.
There you go.
Yes.
And so when I'm able to do so, then I'm able to become the true potential that I am. And so when you think about what Tina Renee has got going on, I truly would say that it's truly about being uncomfortable every day.
Yeah.
Anything that I want, I'm gonna go get it. Ain't nothing stopping me, no excuses, no nothing.
Yeah.
And so I love that.
And just bounce off that real quick. My bad, Jalen.
No, go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro.
You know, being uncomfortable, if you're not uncomfortable, then you're not doing it right. That's one thing. You have to face that. And then the other thing is really, with everything, you know, believing in yourself and all of that, you also just gotta point on one goal. You focus on one goal. You focus on that one goal, and then you accomplish that goal. And then after that, you just build it from there. Yeah. So let my boy Jalen go real quick. Straight up, my bad.
No, you're good. I just want to talk to a little bit about networking, because what you said was so huge. It may not have been one room I was in, but constantly putting in the work. Every room that I go to or every event that I work, my goal is to at least get 1 to 2 more contacts out of that. And you know, that gives me at least a 50% chance of getting a new client. You have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. And if you're not uncomfortable, you're not doing something big. You're not really pushing out there to be, you know, a trendsetter or to spark something, be a catalyst for someone else in your community. When I stepped out into this game, I didn't know no one else that was doing it. I knew people who was making little bit videos, whatever, doing what they're doing, but I knew one man that was doing it who was actually from this area, but he was gone. And he put me on like, bro, you see how my life is and my following, just do it. Just put yourself out there. And you know what? When you put yourself out there, you're going to fall on your face. There's been hundreds of thousands of times where I might have said something I ain't really mean, or I was a little too extra goofy, because that's just me. But at the end of the day, I attracted the right people, and the law of attraction was real, because when you're genuinely yourself, the people that are supposed to come will come.
There you go.
And you can't be forced to build a team, because the team's supposed to come to you. And I say that because throughout networking, throughout pushing, you know, helping, meeting people like the Nets, everyone here on this panel I've met through networking. I met through going to events, putting my name out there, putting myself out there, pushing my business, and not being so afraid to fail. because you can go 100% for someone else's business or someone else's job, but you're not going 100% for you.
Yeah.
And so what are you going to gain from that?
Yeah.
You're just going to make the next person rich.
Yeah.
So you have to go out there and you have to really put it in for yourself. Because if I can work 40 hours a day for the next man, and I can work 40 hours a day for myself, and they paying me let's say, if you're, okay, well, before I stop, it's the average person is being told what they're worth. Above average, we tell the world what we're worth, and that's what I want to be.
Ooh, give me that. No, go ahead. No, you go ahead, bro.
And then I was just gonna add on real quick about just when you're going out here networking, how you carry yourself is louder than how you talk. Like,
Wait, say that again?
Yeah,
Say
how
it,
you
please.
carry yourself is louder than how you talk.
Man.
So it doesn't matter what you're saying. So like sometimes you can walk, like me, I'll take me for example. I can walk in a room, I don't have to say more than 2 to 3 words, but they feel my presence. They know I'm here, and they know I'm here. I'm about business, And that's how you got to walk in everywhere. Even if you're starting out at the bottom, you feel me? You got to feel like you're that. Like,
you gotta know it.
You gotta start from somewhere.
Yeah, it has to start from somewhere, and that's where it comes into like us being artists and who we are. We're kind of crazy in a way, because in a way we're believing something that's not there, but at the same time we're chasing that and achieving it. So it's like it's just it's a crazy cycle, but you just got to know, carrying yourself.
Yeah, they say to be successful, you do have to be delusional.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because you're believing in something that hasn't even happened yet.
Yeah.
We come from the land of, I say this a lot, we come from the land of Fred Van Vliet, where we're betting on ourselves. We are betting on ourselves right now. Go ahead, Tina, I see you.
No, I love what you said, because when it all boils down, you talked about something when we first did our intro, is that all of us have came up with a vision, and we've actually brought it to fruition. Most people will stop their dreams because some people don't believe in their same vision that they had. And the thing about it is, when you think about you think about anybody that's in business, anybody that's rich, Facebook always say Facebook came with a dream in a dorm room, right? Juicy Visuals came with a dream. I don't know where yours started at, but I tell you, mine started in the studio. Mine literally started in my house, and I was thinking like, oh, I want to have this, right? And then what happened was I aligned myself with people that had like visions. Too often we align ourselves with people that doesn't have the same vision with us, and then we're wondering why the vision's not working. The reality is the fact that you outgrow people as you're going through your vision as well, because at some point there's a stopping point. They're going to say, okay, no, there's nothing else we can do. Sometimes you got to let go some of those folks to go even further. So align yourself with people that have the same vision, and when you get to a plateau, when the people that's around you are not where it needs to be, that doesn't mean that you let them go as friends or whatever the case may be. It's just at some point that journey ends and others begin.
Before you jump on that, I want to jump on. I like what you just said, but I want to reverse the focus. So instead of us focusing on letting people go, we're focusing on lighting our load.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Lighting our load so that we can climb and have the strength. Because I don't know if y'all ever carried dead weight.
Oh yeah.
Before.
All the time.
Somebody who's been passed out, a child that you got to get out the car and they playing sleep and you got to carry them in, and they definitely can walk. Carrying dead weight is exhausting.
It is.
Yes.
It is
We carry it too long,
exhausting.
though.
Yeah.
We carry it for so long. We carry it for years, and then we wonder why we haven't got where we want to be. It's not because we don't love the people that's around us. It's truly the fact that sometimes you have to say, listen, bro, at this point in time in this journey, we have to have real conversations. I think that's the problem that most people are scared to have, is real conversations with the people around, because you created so much, you have so much love for them.
Yes.
That doesn't mean the love ends. It's just saying, hey, I gotta go in this direction. Now, here's where I want to go. The alternative is, if you don't want to go, I gotta go in a different direction.
Yeah.
Are you up with this? Are you along the road with us? We got to have some real conversations, candid conversations with our people that's around us, so that they understand that, listen, I want you to go, but if you're not willing to make the necessary steps to go, then this is what we need to do.
Right.
And not even just that, we need to have these with the people around us. Check other people's harvests, right? Because depending on how they react to something that may be good in their life, bad in their life, whatever, they're going to do the same thing to you.
Yeah.
It's all about team. And if you have the wrong team, you're not going to go where you need to go.
Yeah.
So for me, like, especially right now with what I've been preparing, I'm losing people left and right.
Yeah.
People who I've had for years, right? But you know what? I still wish them the best, and I keep moving because at the end of the day, some people just can't go where I'm going. And when it comes to your vision, because you were talking about being delusional, I don't think it's delusional. I think it's no one else can really see your vision.
See what you're saying.
No one else can tell you what's the best for you. Yeah. So you have to believe in yourself and just go out and do it. When I jumped into this game, I'm like, bro, I got a camera. I'm finna just figure it out. You know, I know how to edit. I know how to do this, whatever. But I'm finna just figure it out. Yeah. And that's what we have to do. You know, obviously prepare. You know, preparation is to prepare to be better and prepare to, you know, do your best is big. But you can sit there and prepare for years. Yeah. And then you're going to miss your wave. Yeah. So you need to go out there. You need to push it out there. Because if you got something good, the world needs it. You can tweak it later. Go put it out.
Definitely. Most people, when they start business, they start with basically minimal amount of cash. Yeah. I started my business with $300 in a dream. I tell people that all the time. $300 with a dream and a a mouthpiece that'll get you, you know.
Man.
I mean, I'm just saying, a mouthpiece off the chain.
I'm gonna say you gotta finish that statement.
I was gonna say something crazy. I was gonna say something crazy. I had to bring it back. My bad.
Yeah.
You know, I really had a mouthpiece and I knew where I wanted to go. And so I think that what people gotta understand is that when you start your dream, you're gonna start with a limited amount of income. Okay. And understanding that sometimes you're not going to know everything you're going to learn as you go. Yes. You see so many people start businesses and end businesses. Many people did. The average business owner have started in and lost their business and learned from it and realized what they need to do the next time.
Most businesses don't make it 5 years.
Don't make it 5 years.
And that's huge.
And that's okay. That's not a failure. That's a learning lesson.
Yes.
And so as you're making mistakes, just when you're just ready to give up, understanding that's actually your gateway to push harder. And so I want to make sure people understand when it comes down to the extremes and not knowing if you have time or you tired, don't want to, that's the time when you push even harder to make sure you get that extra post that's out there, or you get out there and you get that extra inspiring quote that's out there that's going to touch somebody's life, that's going to extra person that you're going to add to your platform, that's going to remember you and advocate for you as you're on your way. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Y'all see this? Y'all see this knowledge?
We finna go back and forth, man. We finna drop it for him, man. We finna drop y'all this knowledge. Y'all better be in here. Thank you for liking.
So it's like three things. So the first thing is like you, especially with the friends around you, it's like show me your friends, show me your future.
Yes.
And then also knowing that not everyone is on the same path as you, and that's okay.
Yeah.
You know, there's nothing against them. And then also, like, I just want to expound on like chasing your dream. My dream started where I was dead broke, nothing in my pocket, living in Olympia Fields. I'm from Chicago Heights, so I'm living back home with my grandmother at our house. And I started in just 4 walls, just me and myself and just believing. I literally text, that's the funny backstory about it. The day I figured it out, I text Quez, and Quez, I was like, yo, bro, I'm about to become a DJ. And he was like, bro, I'm about to rap. And then that's when, you know, he started, and then I started, and then it was like, you know, and, you know, even that was crazy, because, like, when it got to a point for him, I'm looking at him, and then it's like, damn, bro, this all started from, you feel me, excuse my language, but, yeah, man, and it's just, that all comes from just, you know, a dollar in a dream, as they say, you feel me, yeah.
These are the speakers that are going to be February 3rd from 1 to 4 p.m. at the Stevenson Business Center, 730 North Church Street, at the first ever Yo Black People Conference. This information is coming from your own. It's for our own, because we have the power to educate, empower, and then govern ourselves. We do have that power. But we have to trust one another. Trust one another in the knowledge which is being given. You know, that's why I'm not bringing people in front of you that just at that dollar in a dream stage. You know what I'm saying? I'm bringing people that I know personally have where they started from, the idea that they had, and I see what they're doing now, and I applaud.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Jay. I see you.
No, it's just, we're telling stories, and it's crazy, because literally I came home from college, right, not knowing where I'm going to go, nothing. Barely got a degree, a little associates, and I'm thinking I'm on top of the world. And, you know, I go out of Chicago, and I'm working this job, and I feel like I'm helping people, and I'm so good. COVID.
Yeah.
COVID hits, right?
Yeah.
And then it's like, boom, everything's in the trash. What are you going to do now? How are you going to pick up? You know, and I took the COVID season as in like, this was the time for me to really get into the bag.
Bounce yourself.
Get into I found myself. I got into my bag. I got another degree. I started the business off of literally getting out of doing bad. Like I was in the streets doing bad. And I hate to say this, but I got to be honest because that's how I put myself through school. And so when I tell people this story, it's literally, you know, I had this dream and I knew that if I don't take this time now, I may not ever get it again.
Yeah.
No.
And I may not be alive to sit here and talk to y'all today. And so y'all really just have to go out and know it's for you and trust and believe that this is what you want to do. Monetize your passion.
Yes.
Boom, I'm glad you brought that up because I'm coming to you.
Oh.
Hold on now.
I'm coming to you, but I'm gonna let you reply. I know you want to reply. Go ahead and reply.
No, I love the fact that you say what you said about, you know, your dream is for you and monetize your passion.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is we have to truly get the mindset that I want to win. Believe in yourself enough to say, you know what, I want to win. I'm going to win.
Yeah.
And guess what? I'm going to win no matter what.
Yes.
We were just having a conversation off topic, like we wasn't, with no cameras. And I was telling I was telling this to Dinesh. I said, I'm in the mindset at this point in time, I have no excuses. I'm giving you no excuses.
Yep.
There's nothing distracting me but me. And when there's one door that's closing, I'm finna kick that up. That will open, like, boom, you ain't got no choice. Here I am.
Yep.
Boy, come get it. You know? And the thing about it is understanding that every door that's open or closed is meant to close because you're not meant to be there.
Right, that's not your entrance. That's not your entrance.
I want you to see me, and when I kick the door open, I want you to see me, right?
Yes.
I want you to remember my face. At some point, we got to connect. Sometimes those connections are not meant to happen at that moment. Sometimes you're not even ready for that connection, so therefore that door is not open.
Right.
But that doesn't mean your presence don't need to be there.
Right.
Because guess what? 10 years down the road, you can say, oh, I remember I connected with you on this time. A true story, I always tell everybody about this. There was a young lady who said, hey, can I be on this show for Joe Torre? She told me no. Man, you know what I did? I started hitting every note that you possibly can know. I was like, I invite her out to the show. Come here, I want to show you what I'm able to do. She said no. Right? Next week later, she came to another one of my shows. She said, oh my God, Tina, can you open up for Joe Torre?
And then you end up hosting it after?
Hosting it. Listen.
Talk to him now.
Talk to him now.
Talk to him now.
When I say I've been there, I've been
I'm
there.
hosting the after party afterwards, right? Because I think sometimes when we hear that no, the first thing we revert back to saying, okay, this number, I forget it. We get in our feelings. We get on Facebook. I don't do no Facebook beef. You say no to me. That's a no. That's period.
No means not right now.
Not right now. So when she gave me the opportunity to actually do it, I was sitting there saying, now I'm killing the game. Now, guess what? Because of that connection, I was at 2 casinos. Because of that connection, they invite me. I'm the only black person that's at an Asian event every year.
Go ahead, girl.
You know, and I'm not saying this to gloat. It's just understanding that no will turn to a yes when you're consistent with what your passion is.
Yes.
And then number 1, you don't give up on yourself.
Go ahead, Ben.
Go ahead, bro.
I was just gonna say, just like on the no thing, just because it's a no here, it's a yes somewhere else. Like, that's just how the game goes. You know, and like you said, just consistency. The biggest thing is consistency. You stay focused and stay focused on you and your craft. Everything's gonna align and everything's gonna work out. And I'm not gonna sit here and say it's gonna work out overnight.
Nope.
You know,
it takes time.
It definitely takes time, but as long as you're true to it, you know it's gonna be true to you back. So
yes.
For sure.
These are the jewels that are going to be dropped February 3rd from 1 to 4 p.m. at the Stevenson Business Center at the Yo Black People Conference. The link is in the bio, in the description, it's in the comments. Get your tickets now. Only $20. $60 to get you into all 4 events. Shout out to our sponsors. Right now, Stevenson Business Center for sponsoring. Thank you, Creative Juices, for sponsoring. And also, thank you for The Finest Creations for sponsoring as well. And Black Unicorn. And thank you, Black Unicorn, for sponsoring as well.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
Black Unicorn?
Yeah.
That's fire.
So shout out to all of our sponsors. It was very important for me to have the first annual Yo Black People Conference to be held at a black-owned establishment, Stevenson Business Center. B, to be sponsored by black-owned businesses. I could have went out to got the Ice Hogs or the Associated Banks or whatnot, but I just believe it means more when dollars are coming from a small business. And when I say a small business, I'm talking about a small business, anything that employs under 500 people. So when it comes to getting money from a small business, they mean that shit. Like, they putting that money behind it.
Because they believe in you.
Yeah, they mean it. You know what I'm saying? And from the bottom of my heart, I'm going to look at all cameras. In the bottom of my heart, I thank all of our sponsors.
Yes.
Because I know that you have to do something for that money. You know what I'm saying? You put that, you're investing that money, and you're not afraid to show how you walk and how you practice your black unity. Let me ask this question to the panel. Why do you believe that our community needs the topic in which you're speaking on?
All right, I'm just going to start because it's in my hand. I believe our community needs a topic that I'm speaking on, not only because I have the juice to literally make yourself a media company. When you're marketing yourself, when you're pushing your brand out there, when you're doing all of this content and just creating, it not only shows how much you care about what you're doing, but also it shows to the world, because like sharing is caring, right?
Yeah.
And so it shows to the world your passion, your drive, your niche, the reason why you're in business and why you're different. And especially in a saturated market where anybody can post now, anybody can put something out. What's going to make you different?
Yeah.
What's going to bring people to you? When I'm creating, I want to know not only am I going to consume this, because if I don't like it, I know my people ain't going to like it.
True.
And a lot of people are creating out of just trying to create and not being genuine into themselves, into their brand. And you really have to take some time to notice that what you're pushing out and how it could be messaged out to someone else, right? And so, what I'm teaching is how to become your own media company and really how to market for yourself, how to push your brand out, because with social media, all of our businesses can be the next big thing. I don't need a big media company spending thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to get a return that I'm not controlling.
Yeah.
I can control my own return. I can control my own people coming through. I can control the exposure that I get on a daily. And even with such a smaller platform as of right now, I'm growing every day. I reach over 2 million people every month. And that's huge. And you know what? I can go pay somebody to go do less than that. Yeah. So I ain't doing it. And I'm going to teach you how to do it.
True.
My goal is to make sure people know that you can do exactly what you're paying other people to do at the drop of nothing.
Yes.
$0. 99.
That's effort.
But it
that
only
$3.99.
$3.99.
All it takes is time, baby.
All it takes is time.
Yeah.
And a lot of times we think we don't have time. So I wanted to share with you guys my secrets on what I do as it relates to posting. And I'll get a sneak peek out of there. Most people think that people that I post every day, I don't. So when the resources are out there, so I want to make sure I share with you guys what do I do and how do I get my product out there? How do I market? How do I build my reaches, my engagements? Right now I'm at 250,000 reaches. I get a paycheck every month from Facebook based upon my engagements. You guys, we're talking about Facebook is giving you $30,000 a month, can give you $30,000 a month. I'm not there yet, but it requires that you have a discipline and truly believe in your craft.
Yes.
So that means you taking a day to create posts just for you to get your market out there, to get your product out there. You invest in that time. And so I think the biggest thing for me is how do you allocate your time for your business and what you truly believe in for your family to help grow your family financial legacy, right? And so that's what I'm there to share. Just really share the resources that I have, network with more people that look like me, that talk like me, but also have the ability to grow like me.
Yes.
That part.
Yes,
that part.
Oh man, it's hard to follow up on that. But man, I'm just giving you the sauce to something that's essential into making it. That's really it. You go out into the world wherever you go. It's about how you carry yourself, how you talk, how you act. Sometimes it's cool to be hype as cool as in sometimes, you know, you got to know when to relax. There's a time and place for everything.
Yes.
And just, you know, knowing what you're walking into, and also just into networking. I'm going to give you networking safety too, because, you know, when you're walking into some of these places, you don't know what you're walking into, and sometimes things can go on the, you know, uneasy side. We'll just say that, you know, and, you know, teaching you, you know, little things that I've learned, you know, whether that's being by the exits or knowing where your exits are.
To be aware.
When to run.
Being by an exit, man, y'all better be listening to that one. Man, y'all better be listening to that one.
Finding your exits, you know, even, you know, making sure you even you have a little bond with the security guards if you can do that. You know what I mean? Especially for business owners, because, you know, when it comes to anything that you do, if you're throwing an event or doing anything, you know, security is number one. Without them, the event is nothing. So, just a little bit like that. Yeah.
Everyone here is giving us valuable tools. I want to shout out some of our listeners right now.
Ooh, and pick a listener too that wants a free gift, because I'm giving out a free gift today for everyone who's coming in. So y'all better stay in here and go ahead and put in those emails so y'all can get send that free gift over to y'all.
Boom. If you,
I like that.
I'm going to start it right now. If you're looking for a free gift from Juicy Visuals, guys, go ahead and drop a 5 in the comments for 815. Go ahead and drop a 5 in the comments.
That.
Drop a 5 in the comments.
I know that's right. Hold on. You don't be trying to outdo me. I got a free gift too.
Oh, Tina said,
Hey, look, we giving it away today, y'all.
Tina said she got a free gift too.
Hey, whoever puts up the number 22 gets a lunch. I'm going to pick one, lunch with Hendrix.
I know that's right.
You get a one-on-one with me, Heavy Hendrix.
Lunch with Hendrix.
Man, hold on. Talk to them, bro.
No, we not doing no McDonald's meals.
We're not doing
Oh, yeah, we don't do no McDonald's, though.
Look at that 10 piece.
Yeah. I need at least a dub.
Put the 22 in the comments, man. Like I said, put 22
I hear
in the
them 22s in the
Yeah.
comments.
yourself into.
We got
I got a couple dubs in here. Dub
I
twos.
know that.
We
Drop
got
that soap
some
for
we got some
discussion.
Yeah.
fives coming up.
Matter of fact,
Soap for discussion.
everyone drop your email if you want a free gift. I don't even care. I'm just giving it out. But y'all do what my people said, because
Drop them
at
emails.
the end of the day, people need to get this. People need to know what we're doing. And I'm going to give you two. I'm going to give you one. It's a goal setting template so you can push through your goals in 2024. And the other one, I ain't going to tell you till you get it. But just know it's going to be great.
Boom, bang, pow.
What we're going to teach you guys is, most people go into business think they're going to make millions, right? What we're going to teach you is a life-learned lesson that's going to help you create millions, right? And so I think when it all boils down, you focus in on the end goal. I want to be a millionaire.
Yes.
Align yourself with millionaires, so therefore you are a millionaire.
Talk about environment, please.
Man, your
because that is so
environment is
huge.
everything. I can't be around.
About to
Don't
jump
take
into
this.
that.
Don't take this the wrong way. But if you're around people that they can't see past the day to day, then you're only going to be a person that think day to day.
Yeah.
When you think about futuristic, me and my husband was sitting there the other day. We were talking about vision boards. I'm like, baby, let's get a vision board so we can plan for next year. I mean, this upcoming year. Typically, I do that back in October, but this year was like, look, I want to chill, want to relax, understanding where I am mentally, physically, and then we said, let's do a vision board. So let's prepare for not only the remainder of 2024 going into 2025.
I love it.
Right? And so you align yourself with people that you want to be like. I want to be next to Tyler Perry. I want to touch shoulders because I want to learn. I wanted to, Brother Henry that's over here at Kika, shout out to Kika for allowing us to be here. He's around millionaires every day, right? And he wants to learn from those. The main point is, in order for you to be a millionaire, you don't know what it's like. So you got to think like a millionaire. Okay, you already in the business. I want to see what it is as you do this day to day. And you're going to realize what they do is focus in on self-care and building a network and aligning yourself with people that has a similar goal that they want.
So you're talking
Not
about
even that.
I want you to. I know what I want you.
I
to
know
touch
you were
on.
there.
All right,
yeah.
go ahead.
So she just spoke on environment. I want you to talk about the importance of growing away from where you started.
Yeah.
So growing away as in expanding yourself to go into new places,
Correct.
or leaving old things and habits behind.
Well, I think they're the same. I don't think you can do one.
I think they're different.
Go ahead.
And I say that because you can grow to a new place doing the same things that you might have been doing, but you're never going to grow to that next level because you haven't done what you need to do to change, right? You know, I'm in a place right now where I'm changing because what's got me here is only got me here. It ain't gonna get me to that next level. It ain't gonna get me to where, you know, I'm sitting down with millionaires and billionaires every day telling them how to make more money with content. You know, and then what was the second question again? I'm sorry.
I don't know. Got off the top of the head.
Okay, and then the second question, if I remember right, was
you're
you're pushing further out of what you used to do.
Yeah, where
right?
you started from.
So it's just knowing where you want to go and not being afraid to keep going.
Yeah.
You know, you have to just fall in love with the process. The person that falls in love with the process goes way farther than the person that falls in love with the destination. You know where you want to go, but God may have something even bigger and more important in store from you. Like for me, instance, like I wanted to help the world. I thought going into healthcare, getting a degree, being one of the only black people you see in healthcare, and, you know, and high up, because, you know, I was going to be basically,
that's crazy. That's
you know what I'm
crazy.
saying?
Yeah.
That thought, I thought I'd help people. I thought I could do that. But then I thought about it. Now I use social media to touch the world. I can help millions of people. I can change lives in Tanzania. I can change lives in Kenya. I can change lives in Guatemala.
So you can change the world where you at.
Yes. And people don't understand the importance of people are watching. I don't care if I get one like or not. I know people are watching.
True.
And I know that what I put out there was quality and that it brought value. When you're giving value all the time and you're not asking for anything in return, that law of attraction is going to help you. That law of attraction is going to say, you know what, I'm going to bring you the people that need your value.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Tina.
I love that. I love everything that you're saying, because when it all boils down, when you think about even just as it relates to the Bible, right? I don't want to be you have to be a doer of your word. You have to get out there and do the work, right?
Yes.
But people want things that they can relate to. And so when you're out there posting and you're talking about your business, people want to see, okay, how do I benefit from this?
Yeah.
How is it relatable
What's
to my
in it
life?
for me?
What's the benefits and features of what you're doing? And so what we're out here doing when we're posting, we're truly identifying and engaging folks that has similar mindsets that want something that we have. And so I think like we need to utilize our business. We need to make sure that we're pushing, because guess what? You never know who you aspire that's on the other end of that video. And just sometimes because you're not getting the traction that you want, that doesn't mean that people are not advocating or not listening. I think we're wanting people to jump up and down and say, oh, I love Juicy, what you do. But you guess what? When the people see you out there in these streets, as I would say, they're going to say, hey, Juicy, I love what you did with your video the other day. I didn't get a chance to like it because I was at work, right? But I love it. And so just understanding when you're putting content out there, they're truly out there watching everything that you do, how you're moving, and they really appreciate it. So don't be worried about whether or not someone is liking or engaging in your post. Best believe somebody's watching. And you know, because your reach continues to go up. Your likes continues to go up. And they don't necessarily have to love it. Guess what? They're watching, and they're going to tell you that.
Boom, bang, pow.
Real quick.
Go ahead.
And I just want to piggyback off of what you said, because it just goes to branding. Branding is what people say to you when you say about you when you leave the room. And you have to know not only what you're pushing out there, but the way you're doing it. When people leave, or when I leave the room, I want people to know, damn, they got a lot of value from him.
Yeah.
I know he might have just said a little too much. I'm taking notes. I'm gonna get this. I want you to be thinking. I want it to be thought provoking. I want you to know, yeah, I am that guy, but I'm that guy that wants to make you that guy or girl too. And that's what it is.
Yeah, definitely.
You have something you want to say?
No, you can go on to the next question.
Okay.
So I got a question, or I don't know if it's a question or a comment. It says, but ain't you supposed to take life a day at a time as if you would take it a step at a time?
Hell no.
Anybody want to talk about that?
Hell no.
No way.
Go ahead, Billy. Go ahead, bro.
I got something to say.
I understand what you're saying, you know, but that type of process is how you get stuck in the cycle of the day to day. Once again, I just see the comments real quick. I just want to say shout out to
Big C.
my boy Big C, my brother, man. DJ Big C, bro.
Too, saying he
love you, bro. And also want to give a shout out to Southern Smokehouse Barbecue, my boy Derek Bassett, man.
Yeah,
the best barbecue in the land. I'm sorry.
You
I
got
just
some
had to
good
say
brisket
that.
now.
Nah,
Yes.
bro, that man. I get the rib tips and brisket combo. Yeah, that's my thing. You feel me? No sauce.
We have a food review now, huh?
That's when you know you can taste it.
Can't get it on my foot. That's
We're gonna
real
charge you
barbecue.
for that. I'm just
That's
playing.
real barbecue.
No free promo.
But no, just back on that, you can't look at everything day to day because, like I said, you
Yeah.
get stuck in that
Gotta
cycle.
plan.
You got to plan for the future, and you got to prepare for the future, And end of the day, like I said, that day to day, that's how you end up getting messed up. Always plan for the future. Always look to go forward. Nah, even if it's just a step forward, it may not be. Slow motion is better than no motion. So at the end of the day, you just gotta believe it, trust the process, and just go. And like you said, like once again, I'm gonna say it, the day to day. Nah, man, you gotta be a year ahead. You gotta be 5 years ahead. You gotta be super futuristic. That's the way you stand out. Really. Yeah, that's it.
No, when we talk about day to day, that's like living from check to check.
Go ahead now.
For me, that's living in survival mode. And I always tell people, if you ever been hungry and you ever been broke, you don't ever want to be there no more.
Yep.
So what do you start doing? You start putting up savings. You start
Preventative.
planning,
Finding
preventative
ways to
measures.
get that bread.
So your preventive measures is your pre-plan. That's your strategy to make sure that you never feel that again. So I would tell people, no, don't be comfortable with living a day to day, because you don't ever want to feel like what it's like to starve and live check to check. I don't want to be broke no more. So that's the thing as to why we share these resources out there, because ultimately we want to make sure people know that they're not in survival mode when it comes to their business and their passion. What you got to be is so hungry and fulfilled that you know for a fact that you got a safety net that's out there. So pre-plan your thing. Don't live day to day, man. Like you literally need to not be in survival mode in life and too often. Now, mind you, I do want to understand. I want to say something. There's two things you got to understand. Health is wealth.
Yes.
So at that point in time, if you live in a day-to-day for your health, I'm going to also say the same thing. You need to take time to prepare and put the wealth inside of your body. That means eating differently, thinking differently, mentally, physically, and emotionally. Yes. And so if you're doing that, man, you living day-to-day, chances are you starving your mind.
Let me say
body.
one thing before you go, Dale. The way you live your life today may not be the way you live your life tomorrow. And I'm just going to leave it at that.
Spin a block for them, please. That's going to go over their heads.
I mean, the way you live your life today is not the way you may live your life tomorrow. And what that really means is you never know what can happen. Anything can happen. You could be on top of the world, which I was, and then in a blink of an eye, it can all change. And you could be literally fighting for your life. So you can't live on that day to day. Once again, you can't, because that dream that you have could be gone that next day. You may want to be an artist, and then you might something might happen. You might not be able to use your hand. Now what? And I mean, that's a dumb way to put it, but at the same time, just trying to put it in a more realistic way. But yeah, man, I feel like if you do that, you're only hurting yourself, really, at the end of the day.
I understand exactly what you're saying. It's almost like if you think of a baby, right? And when a baby takes their first steps, they don't look at the ground. They look at where they want to go. And then they try to get the mechanics together to get there. So they're not living it one step at a time. They're seeing their heart's desire where they want to be. And then now they have to get their body, what you just say, aligned to get there. We got some questions here.
Let me say real quick while you're doing the question. I just want to say that mindset is thinking small. And you'll never make it with that mindset. You have to prepare for your future, but you also have to prepare yourself for what can go wrong. You have to prepare yourself for, plan A, plan B, plan C. If I lose this today, how am I going to make money? I know how, but you got to know how. And that's what it is.
I thought.
Ooh,
oh Lord.
Bumbo.
Put it on.
Fumaruski.
Sound like those beers when I was on my bed.
Hey, yo.
I forgot I got beer love.
No, that's the truth. It's the truth. Hey, the truth hurts.
You acting like KC over here.
Truth hurts.
The Colts?
I've been a Colts fan for all these years. Y'all don't judge me. Peyton Manning.
I'm not going to say my
Peyton
team.
Manning.
right
Okay,
now.
let it go. Okay, let it go.
Peyton ain't played in at least a 10-piece.
But then I got stuck. But it's better than Bears. I mean, come on, bro. Okay, I'm
Stuck
done.
on me in Europe.
Okay, let's go. We're done. Get back to the subject. Okay?
You got it.
You made me forget about something.
You got it.
Okay. What I was thinking about was, and it's something that just hit me, is a lot of times we always, have you ever, people around you always say, I remember when I used to be.
I think I know what you're saying.
No,
Like, I used to
that's
be
what
small,
I'm saying.
but I'm fluffing them up. Embrace where you are.
Yes.
And I think once you constantly reflect back on who you were compared to who you are now,
Yes.
you'll see that there's growth that takes place in between it.
No,
And Billy, you said something that really stood out for me. 2 years I couldn't walk, and I never made an excuse for not walking. I figured out a way to walk. And I think that's where people are. Like you can lose everything. I couldn't get to my radio stations, but I figured out a way to talk.
Yes.
Being at home, doing podcasting. That's actually how it was created. Me sitting at home because I couldn't walk. I was on the radio. Billy, me, you was on the radio at the same time.
Yeah.
I couldn't walk, so therefore I created an avenue that's going to allow me to continue to do my business, and people continue to hear me. So with that said, when life hits you and knock you down, and you have to revert to doing something else, be okay with changing the course of where you are, but still being able to truly push your business.
Yes.
It may not be the same way that you used to back in the days. It's something that's new, because guess what? It's just like McDonald's.
Okay.
Just like
Consistency.
Yeah.
They the same
Toys R
burger
Us.
wherever you go.
The Toys R Us is the same consistency. As long as you're doing the things that you know that you're doing, your passion is there.
Yep.
Toys R Us wasn't willing to conform to e-commerce. Therefore, they are gone because they were focusing on the old ways of doing it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sears are gone because they were focusing on the old way of doing it. The thing about it is, understanding even with COVID taught us how to do things different, do what we love with a twist on it.
And it changed how
And it
we
changed
sell.
the game.
And totally
It changed
different.
the game. What question you have? I'll keep on going.
Yeah, because I was going to say something too.
No, cause my man's kind of sticking on this, and I kind of want him to get this, right?
Okay.
I kind of want him to get it, so I'm gonna read what he got here. Let's see. You don't live day by day. Let's see.
100%.
You say don't live by day by day. Now, when I use the concept, when you get your check from work, you already spent it in your head. Why? That's you planning for the future, and it fucked you up.
That's living day to day.
That's still living day to day because you didn't plan for what could happen. You didn't
No,
plan.
you planning to
Survive.
Yeah,
survive.
to survive. And you know what? The person that is trying to survive and worried about surviving, you're too worried about that next money. It's not gonna come easy.
Let me tell you
You can't
how-
be too worried about that next money, that next sale, that next person. You just have to keep doing you and being consistent and know what's gonna come when it's supposed to come.
No, fact. Go ahead.
No, I think okay, when I say living check with check, this is the difference. Okay, you got bills that's coming out. You know those bills are coming each and every month.
That
Guess what?
change.
It ain't gonna change.
Right.
That mortgage.
That is your
That's the day to
consistency.
day. That's your consistency. But here's what you think outside of the box. You know what? I know for what I'm gonna have to cut down on eating McDonald's. I'm gonna have to budget. I'm gonna have to meal replace.
Yep.
I'm gonna put my meals aside. This is gonna allow me to save $100 additional that I can now bank, and I have a safety net. This is where I want. This is my hoping that you gather this concept. Your bills are constant. Your car note is constant if you have one. Your house note is constant. You know the light bill and everything has to happen. But the consistency comes with you understanding that, listen, if I want to be more comfortable, I'm going to put $100 aside. I'm going to cut back on certain things that I'm doing. And I'm going to do that for the next 4 months. And then, boom, I got this money put to the side. And guess what? I feel comfortable. I got $3,000 in the bank now.
The hello, do you hear
Okay?
me?
Now,
Yeah.
if something was to happen, you don't have to worry about whether or not you're going to have to pay your car note or whatever the case may be. And what
You
are
got
going to do?
that rainy day
Yeah, you
fund.
already got that rainy
Yeah.
day fund.
Yep.
But too
Unless
often,
you got to get a lawyer.
yeah, but the issue is we're not willing to give up. We're consistent. Most people are consistent with one thing, make an excuse why they can't,
Yeah.
versus how they can't.
Go ahead. You
No,
feel like jumping around?
I was about to say.
You feel like
I'm
jumping around?
feeling froggy, y'all. I'm feeling froggy, y'all. She just said it all. and you have to just look internally, right? Because I'm sure there's something out there that you probably are doing that you don't need to be doing, and that you can cut down off.
Yeah.
Or maybe instead of buying this, can I say it? Can I say it?
Bro, you can say whatever you like.
All right, instead of buying a zip, maybe buy a half this month, and start using bowls instead of, you know what I'm saying? You have to be willing to do something different.
Yeah.
You have to look internally and see what you're doing to be able to, for what's going to work, what's not going to work, but also how can I get rid of this? You know, when I was trying to make more money, I'm like, what are the stupid stuff I'm doing that I'm spending all this money on that I don't need? Mm-hmm. You need to have those inner talks with yourself and your team.
My man said, he said, okay, I get what y'all saying now. That this is the level of understanding.
Thank you. I love that. Thank you.
This is my homie. This is my little cousin Perk Franklin.
What's up, Perk?
Hey,
Perk Franklin.
Hey, what? Hey, I love it. I love it.
That's what it's all about.
That is. It's about helping the next person.
Yes, we have to get it. Like, that's a trust thing. Remember, I was talking about trust earlier.
Yes.
He didn't understand. Did anyone bash him for not understanding? No. We just had to keep speaking it until he did. And he does understand, he said. Yeah. And I appreciate that. And then you got Matthew Simpson in here. Matt in here, he talking about Tina going ham. Tina talking about discipline, y'all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You got to be. And then he put, I like this equation he put in here. Discipline equals freedom.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Ooh. Talk on that. Somebody.
This is huge.
Somebody.
Somebody.
Discipline, man. I had to learn discipline when I was, during my recovering from my accident. It taught me a lot about discipline because it was things that I wanted to do or wanted to go out and do, but I had to just focus on recovery and work. I couldn't go do the extra things, you know. I couldn't go hang out with the friends, or even if it was just going to my mom's house. Like, I had to sacrifice those times just for my betterment, you know. And like even during that time, we're going off of making a way. Sometimes, man, you know, it's kind of hard to talk about a little bit, but finding your way through the storm is probably the biggest thing. Whenever there's a storm, finding your way. And sometimes you got to reinvent, because I was going to talk about that once you said sometimes you got to reinvent yourself. Yeah. Because me as a DJ, everybody knows I was off the walls. You don't know what I'm going to do. I might jump on you. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I'm everywhere, you know, but like, and then also not letting anything stop you, because half my body was broken, my pelvis, my rib, I broke all my ribs, collapsed lung, arm, everything completely broken, died twice. I was supposed to be in the hospital for a month. I left after the 12th day.
What you mean?
And after the 12th day, I think I left on like a Sunday or a Monday. I was DJing that Friday.
What you talking about?
And I think I was in your inbox like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah, thanks. There was a lot of people like, bro, you're crazy.
Like, what are you doing?
But like
out in Freeport.
It was Freeport. Like I did Freeport.
I did in Cedarville, right?
No, it was in Freeport.
At Junior's place.
Place. And then the day before that, I had an event too, and I did that one too. And all that, you know, sometimes even waking up, I'm gonna be graphic, you wake up and you're peeing blood, but you're like, damn, like these bills don't stop.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like at the end of the day, the world don't care.
Yeah.
You know, so at the end of the day, you gotta persevere, you gotta go through it, and you gotta just figure it out. And sometimes you gotta reinvent yourself. Me, I couldn't be out there dancing and stuff, but I made sure my blending, my transitions, like my craft was there, so that I don't even gotta talk, or I don't even gotta do all the moving and stuff, because they not only are they ready, but I'm speaking just through the music, you know. And sometimes that's all you got to do. I mean, that's really what you got to do. Like, I dance, I still feel it, you know. I'm still going to be me, but at the same time, it was a reinvention I had to go through, knowing I couldn't move how I normally used to move.
Can you talk a little bit about kind of what you just said, just feeling that spirit of your passion, and how you use that not only to push forward, but to show other people your gift? Because, you know, a lot of people here are selfish, and I'm going to say this, because you have a gift to give to this world, but you're not doing it.
Yeah.
And it's a God-given gift. So can you talk on that a little bit?
Man, should we expound on the question one more time? I'm sorry.
When you have a gift to give, how important is it to not only give that, but to also to walk in that genuinely?
How important is it? Man, it's the utmost. Character is about who you are when no one's looking. You feel
Integrity.
me? I'm gonna be DJ Billy Hendrix when I'm on the stage and off the stage, and you don't even see the DJ Billy Hendrix off the stage. Anything I do, you never hear me talk about. I never get on Facebook and say, "Oh, I helped this person out," or I put a video out. I have a house on the west side right now, so I see people at the bus stop. I go and take them and give them rides. Do I say anything? No.
Yeah.
You see, I see kids about to ride the bus or waiting out here in -6-degree weather and they don't have no coat on. You feel me? What do? I give them a sweater. I see if I ain't got time. If I got time, I'm giving them a ride. I see the people standing outside of Dollar General on 7th Street, you know. I have a couple dollars to spare, you feel me?
Yep.
But I'm talking about this at this moment just to give the examples of the genuineness of what you got to be.
Yeah.
Yes.
You feel me? Like, I want everyone to be together. I want people to pay it forward. Everything I learned is paying it forward.
Yeah.
When I played professional overseas, I had the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Buffalo Bills offer me a training camp spot. The reason I got that was because of someone else. And what did he tell me? To pay it forward. So that's why now when I see athletes or anything, and if I can try to help them or I know I can help them in any realm, I do that. You know, if it's just connecting them with the next guy or even a JUCO or something like that. So you got to live in what you preach. And everybody knows me. And if you don't know me, if you've gotten to know me,
You're going to get to him on February the 3rd.
You feel me?
But end of the day, if you've known me for the long run, you know, that's just been me. I can't preach that. I can't do it. It's just who I am.
Yeah.
I get a lash to someone because I know what it's like to not have. You feel me?
Yeah.
And you know, don't matter the background I came from, because some people know my background, private school, all of that. But when you hit that real world, it's different.
Oh, that's out the window.
Yeah.
All that stuff don't matter. You feel me? So, you know, it's the utmost about living in what you preach, and I feel like that's why I'm still here now and able to do everything I'm able to do.
Yes.
It's because I live in what I say and I do, and I say what I say I do, you know?
I want to double back on something that Matt said, and he talked about discipline and being free. Freedom right now is letting us know that we have no shackles on us.
Say that.
We have nothing holding us back.
But ourselves.
Like at the drop of a dime, we can post and we can touch millions.
Yes.
And it
It's
requires
awesome.
a click, an extra share, and a willing to network with radio stations, DJs, willing to network with different podcasts.
Yes.
All you have to do if you want to know what podcast is out there and you want to get your work, go to Facebook and truly drop podcasts on their group. And it's going to pop up. So, like, when I hear people talk about freedom, financial freedom, is guess what? We can make the money that we want to make. We got millionaires making money. Millionaires out there off of Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. But it's an investment. They no longer have to punch a clock to do what they do.
We don't hustle for the money. We hustle for the freedom.
There you go. The freedom, the autonomy to have the work-life balance.
Say that in the mic. No. Say that in the mic.
We don't hustle for the money.
almost
We
got it
hustle
like
for
you.
the freedom.
Definitely.
That's just what it is, you know. Every day, and even some days, like I said, if you don't make that big jump or you don't get that big sale or something, at least if you make that one contact or you reach out, you know. And like I said, that day to day, a lot of the stuff I have or a lot of stuff I get is because I'm preparing for the future. A lot of the stuff I get, it's coming down the road, and I know that, you know, so that gives me something to keep working for, and that's also part of it too, because a lot of the times we get stuck, we don't know what to do, you know, or sometimes you do hit a rut, and you're like, what's my next move?
Yeah.
You feel me?
Then you go back to that.
Yeah, now you got to go back to the drawing board, and you know, it doesn't matter what it takes, you know, you just got to make sure if you're really true to it, you'll figure it out.
There you go.
I just want to piggyback on what you said. Just being true to yourself and really just whoever you are and having integrity. You know, that's what's going to prevail in the end. People like my stuff, but people like me as a person.
There you go.
Because they know when I show up, I'm going to show up.
Out.
And I'm going to not only do as I say, but I'm also going to probably give you even more because that's just the person I am. And you know what? We have a lot of great people on this panel, and the biggest thing, and especially like when creating as well, Be true to you.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, or you don't know nothing about it, or you really ain't an expert, how can you tell other people?
Yeah.
You know, that's like the supervisor telling you what to do, but he ain't never done your job. He don't know what to tell you what to do.
Yeah.
And so he needs to go and tell someone else what to do where he actually know what he's talking about. So just be true to yourself, have integrity, and know that I'm walking in my vision, I'm walking in my light, I'm monetizing my passion, and I'm making sure to not only show the world my gift and not be selfish, but also change someone else's life. Because I know there's at least someone out there that looks like one of us, maybe come from one of our backgrounds, or just knows us and knows what we've been through. And, you know, everybody's story is different. But everyone has a chance to change their ending. You can't change your beginning or where you're past or where you come from, but you have the power to change the ending. You internally possess the power to be and do whatever you want in this life, but how will you use it? Yeah. Will you go out and be woe is me, or will you go and say, dang, I just got whooped. You know, the guy didn't like my video. He's saying X or Z. It's all about not reacting, but it's all about how you take advantage of adversity and how you react to the bad and the good that's happening in your lives.
And I would also say we would replace ending with journey, because we don't want to put a limit on it.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll say it like that, but no, go ahead.
Look, I love it. Like, this is where I think the real power is. So, you know, on Sofa Discussions, I always end it with three things. In life, we have to have three components. That's the power, connection, and a change. Power is the power of the mindset. What you put into it is what you're going to get out of it.
Yes.
So if you put negativity, I'm not going to be able to do it.
Yeah.
There's no way. Guess what? That's the end of it.
That's your story.
That's your story, right?
It stops before you even start. It don't even exist.
You've already failed. Connections. Connect with as many people as you can, because when they become your advocate, you don't have to say a word. Billy said at some point he couldn't speak. Well, guess what? His craft created the ability to speak through it. So you spoke through music, and you never had to say not one word. When you're good at what you do, your advocates are the people the connections that you built that's around you. Change. If you don't like something, stop making excuses and be the change that you want to see. All right? So that's how I end it.
Say that one more time. Be the change you want to see, please. I don't want that to go over their heads.
Because when at the end of the day, if you keep on talking about, well, I don't like this, then what are you doing?
Yeah. You're a complainer.
Get off that sideline.
No, you're the problem.
Yeah.
Because you're the one complaining, but you're not doing anything about it, and you're the one who may only know that that's happening.
Yeah, definitely. When you want something, stop worrying about whether or not your city gonna support you. Your city gonna support you because they have no choice to, because you come back to it. So therefore, once you get out there in the street, bro. Once you get that,
she's spitting. Let her do her.
Listen, Billy, how many cities we done been out to? We didn't hit Wisconsin. We didn't hit Chicago doing shows or whatever the case may be.
I mean, we've hit Midwest.
For sure. And the thing about it is, when it comes down to it, it wasn't about me being here in Rockford and Rockford supporting me. Rockford's going to support me because I support Rockford. Guess what? The real dominating opportunity is, how do you capture everybody else that's around your city? Then you really have those folks that's really becoming your advocates for you.
But I also want to say, it ain't your city's or your environment's job to support you. You have to show them why they should support you. You have to give them value. You have to give them reason. And I just wanted to talk about that just because, you know, I hear so many people, and y'all can tell me if I'm wrong, right? Where it's, oh man, my city don't support me, or my friends don't support me, so I'm just going to quit. Why? Your friends can't do what you're doing. That's why God gave it to you. Yeah. Don't quit. Don't settle. Don't let someone else saying X, Y, and Z about your, or you know how we always get in your little business. Don't let no one ever do that, because at the end of the day, they don't know where you're going. Yeah. Only you know where you're going, and God. And you have to keep pushing to keep doing that. Yeah. So don't fall into the, oh, well, my town will support me. My friends don't want to buy my stuff. My homie don't want to do. Why I ain't getting those shows in my city, but I'm one of the hottest Because you haven't showed your value.
Yeah.
It's your problem, and it's your way to show the value to your city and to your people. And I just want to talk one more thing about what you said, Billy, about the storm. And people need to realize that storms pass.
Yeah.
If you keep moving forward and you're driving that car, people are saying pull over.
No,
people are saying I can't see, it's too rain. But you keep going step by step, 1% better. I know I can keep going straight, and I know I ain't hit nothing yet. That's it. And you have to walk in that faith. You have to walk in that tunnel and keep pushing. And then one day, when you get there, you turn back.
Like, I made it.
And it's like, I can see the light now. Yeah. I made it. I didn't push through. My homie was telling me to stop. No. And that's what you got to keep doing. You got to keep going.
And I know we got to close this thing out, but when you said that, it made me I think about what the doctors told me. They said, Tina, you will never wear heels.
Talk to him now.
They said, Tina, you will never walk again. You're gonna have a limp. Where the limp at besides in that back. You know what I'm saying? Okay. 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 But when I think about when people put their limitations on you,
yes,
but your mind is more powerful than their mind will ever be. So don't allow people to put limitations on your life.
Yes.
Your limitations only come when you place limitations on yourself. So when people tell you can't do something, man, you got to say, let me show you I can.
Right.
And that's how I live my life each and every day. Every time somebody tell me, Tina, you doing too much, you don't do this enough, or you shouldn't be doing this. When I'm in practice, when I'm doing my practice and with my band, I want 150% every time when we're in practice. Because I'm finna give you 300 when I hit the stage.
Yeah.
My band like, Tina, that's just too much.
Come on.
We ain't doing enough. I want them to feel like they're in a full band concert by the time they leave out of there. And they tired, they woe out.
Yeah.
Just as tired as we are. We got to recover for 3 days. Because guess what? Nobody's going to place limitations on my life on what I can and what I can't do. The only person that's going to do that is myself.
You go, girl.
Just a few things before I leave, or we leave. As just even as far as the support thing, man. If you're going to allow someone else's thoughts or anything to persuade what you're going to do or what you want to do, just go back to what you're doing, because it's just not for you.
Ooh.
It's just that simple. I'm not going to sugarcoat it or anything. It's just you don't really care that much. That's not really what you want to do. Then you got to go back to the drawing board, because and then sometimes even with the support thing, you can also experience when you get to a certain level, you can also experience not getting the support you think you're going to get.
Yeah.
But that's okay, because there's elsewhere there's people that you can go and they're going to accept you just the same, or even treat you better. So you never can really don't write yourself off just because something's not happening here. You just got to go find it where it's at, straight up.
Hey, man. Get y'all tickets right now. Link is in the bio. Link is in the description. It's in the comments. $20 is going to get you in to one session, but $60 will get you in to every session. We're taking over the whole month of February. That's 4 Saturdays. On the 3rd, you have these 3 here. That's our Get Into the Business Hip Hop Workshop. On the 10th, we're going to be talking about improving black business. We have Mercedes Joyner, Diamond Edwards, and CEO Brother Henry. And from Texas, we got Antonio T. Smith Jr. coming, who's a tech billionaire. I'm not a billionaire.
That's my mentor.
I'm not a millionaire.
That's my mentor.
But I'm in the. I gotta say it like this. I'm in the motherfucking room though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in the room though. You know what I'm saying? We have to get out of our minds. I can learn from other people.
Yeah.
And I can learn from other people that look like me. Mm-hmm. I trust in the knowledge. I trust in the experiences that they have and what it is that they want to teach me, so that I can achieve the goal that I want. Yeah. I will be speaking on the 24th. And on the 24th, kind of what y'all was just talking about, I'll be speaking about how to deal with rejection from your hometown.
Yeah,
that's what
huge.
I'm going to be speaking on the 24th. So that's on the 10th. You have on the 17th, you have Sister Kashonda. And yes, guys, for the 17th time, that is Leslie Roth, DT from May 30th Alliance. He will be in the building. He will be coming in. He will be speaking about liberties versus freedom. That's what he's going to be talking about. And then Everett Bates, he's going to be talking about the importance of us owning our own food. The importance of owning our own food from the harvest on up. Okay?
Yes.
From the seed on up. And then on the 24th, myself, Ashton Lockhart, and your neighborhood therapist, Dr. Kevin Thomas. We're going to be talking about how to prevent self-sabotage. Because a lot of this is what we're talking about when you start saying that people aren't believing in me and this, that, and the other. These are intrusive thoughts. These aren't even your own thoughts that are coming in. These are intrusive thoughts because you lack the skill to take constructive criticism and turn that criticism into fuel.
That's a little talk right there.
For what it is that you want to do. Let's see here. I want to team up for my music. So reach out to Tina. Reach out to her.
Who is that?
This Perk. He's talking about he's a rapper from Baltimore and whatnot.
Let's go.
Baltimore.
Y'all need to be at the Get Into the Business hip hop workshop February the 3rd. Link is in the bio. Shout out to Sister Kashonda. Shout out to Brother Henry in the comments. Shout out to everybody. Matt. Shout out to 815.
Shout out to Tony.
Shout out my uncle. What up, Unc?
Yeah, shout out everybody, man.
Okay, shout out everybody. Jay Church is in here. Bill's in here. We got Kiera Keys. Ooh, Zombie Life is in here from Atlanta. Appreciate you. Yeah, we got a lot of people.
Y'all, shout out to everybody that's listening and that's tuning in tonight. You guys, if you can't be there on February the 3rd, make sure you tell a friend. It doesn't take nothing. When we talk about support, this is exactly what we're talking about. Make sure you share this dang on thing. And guess what? There's somebody that's out there that's going to need the resources that we're going to talk about. Yes. And once again, it's all about streams and platforms. How do you utilize that to grow your revenue? And so I can't wait to see you. I know my compadres right here, y'all. Yeah. We're going to lay it down. We're going to give you guys our tools and add things to your toolbox, is what I say, to help grow your business.
Hey. I'm going to leave it like that.
Yeah.
Y'all know what I like to say. You don't always have to agree to have a great conversation. Catch us out next week. Sure. Next week's guests are going to be Diamond Edwards, Brother Henry, and Mercedes Joyner. Maybe I'll get Antonio to come on via the stream. Maybe I'll get him to come on too. Okay, guys? So make sure you...
Go
ahead, Bill.
No, you go.
No, you got it.
No, you go.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I promise.
All right, I'm gonna try to get him to come on as well, guys. I have a vision for Rockford. People used to laugh at my vision for Rockford when I was little. I said, I want to own the biggest tower in Rockford. I want to have a drop top tourist. That's what I told them.
A drop top tour.
A drop top tour. I'm gonna make it myself.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a 92 then. Yeah, I'm gonna get it. Okay. I'm still gonna get it. I'm gonna be the first nigga with a drop top tour.
I wanted a drop top Mini Cooper.
So it can be done.
I was gonna say you a little big for the Mini Coupe, G.
It's gonna be extended. I seen Shaq. Shaq got one. It's extended. Yeah.
He probably ain't got no back seat, that mug.
Italian Job, man. That's one of my favorite movies. Italian Jobs.
Real talk. But all minds clear?
All minds clear.
Man, yeah. All I want to say is, man, rest in peace to my brother Jared, man. That's it. Yeah. That's it.
Hey, R.I.P. my man.
Yeah.
Hey, you don't always have to agree to have a great conversation, man. We'll see you all month of February at the Stevenson Business Center, 730 North Church Street from 1 to 4 p.m. All right, get your tickets right now. Comment. It's in the comments. If you need you can get tickets from any one of the speakers here. They also have tickets available. Okay, so contact them if you need tickets, or you can just click on the link in the bio. Hey, peace.